Hello there YouTube, this is Turan Han and welcome to Rome 2 Empire Divided. I'm gonna be playing a campaign as Alans. And why am I playing Rome 2? Again, is for two reasons. First reason is that well, I've missed a bunch of DLCs, including Empire Divided, including Imperator Augustus, which I haven't played, Rather Republic I haven't played. I haven't really played Hannibal the Gates a little bit, or Raspart I haven't played either. I really only remember playing Caesar in Gaul. That was a pretty fun campaign because I have a saved game from it. CIG Caesar in Gaul. I was playing as Rome, very fun campaign. Should have recorded it, but I'll just play again and re-record it. But now I wanted to play Empire Divided for that reason, to kind of come back into Rome 2. But they have Alani, which was pretty cool, and I'm having that nomadic itch to play a nomadic horse archer faction. Well, that's no surprise. But why I really wanted to play Attila again, but the problem was with Attila. I wanted to play as White Huns, but with Attila I'm getting really bad performance on my machine, on my setup GTX 970. I basically upgraded my monitor to have my monitor is 2560 by 1440. And that basically 2K, I think. It's straining the system a lot, and I'm getting like 34 to 45 FPS in Attila with okay settings, and I don't want to drop settings any lower, especially on detail on the units. So I wanted to wait until I get a new rig, but don't worry, guys. This Monday, I got well, NVIDIA came out with the announcement that RTX 2080 is gonna come out, the new cards, and the R instead of the GTX usually is for the ray tracing, and that's a pretty cool feature. Even though ray tracing is still about 5 years away until it's really optimized, it's really cool to have that, and they're gonna keep optimizing it. And this one of the first. It's a worthwhile feature, and I basically skipped the GTX 1070 and 1080. I have the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 970 right now, and it's only 3072 megabytes, so it's only 3 gigs, not even the 4 gigs that is advertised. I wasn't too happy about that. But in Rome 2, especially with the Ancestral update, the recent update they did, the recent update made Rome 2 more optimized than Attila. And that's crazy for me, because I thought Attila, when I remember playing it back on my Huns campaign, I felt like Attila was more optimized than Rome 2 at that time. But now, this place have switched. I keep most things that are high because I don't really care about shadows, water, sky, trees, grass that much. What I do care is about particle effects, because that's fire effects, siege effects, flaming arrow, all that stuff. And building details, like seeing the building, the beautiful towns and so on in cities, and unit details. Unit details, texture quality, unit size. I think these are the three I always almost want to max out. The rest are okay. I don't really care too much, but they're good to have. Hide foliages, fine. So these are my settings, and with these settings, I get, even with higher resolution, I'm getting a smooth 60 FPS play for the most part, which is really awesome. And that's why I think I'm gonna be doing more Rome 2 Let's Plays of all the DLCs that I've missed out on, and until around September 20th, when my new card is gonna be coming in, the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Titanium. Yeah, it splurged a bit, but my system is 3+ years old, and my card is 2+ years old about there, and to house that new pretty large actually card, my current motherboard and case cannot they're not that upgradable, expandable, so I will have to get a new case, new motherboard, and while I'm doing that, I'm just gonna get a new CPU, which will be 8th generation, and right now my CPU I think is 4th generation or 5th, I'm not sure, but yeah, new, more powerful CPU, because most Total War games are CPU bounced, especially Attila and I think Total Warhammer. So that'll help out. And yeah, basically I want more expendable case, motherboard, and a more powerful CPU. And also I think I'll do a PSU upgrade as well. But the rest, I have a 1 terabyte SSD. I would probably want to upgrade to a 2 terabyte. I've heard of some 4 terabyte SSDs, but 2 terabytes should be enough for me. Because I'm recording and I'm doing more YouTube tutorials and modding. Right now I'm just gonna more enjoy this. But anyways, yeah, so that's what's happening with me on the technical side, and that's the 2 reasons I'm playing back to playing Rome 2, because I want to play Warhammer and Attila the Hun, yeah, Total War Attila as a White Huns. I really want to play as a White Huns, but I'm gonna wait until my rig is updated. And Warhammer 1, Warhammer 2, I'm gonna again wait until my rig is updated. But for now, Rome 2, and I'm gonna do Empire Divided, Nomadic Tribes, Alani, Legendary. I could play Legendary, but what really, I play on hard because I want. There's a Essential Update. I don't really know exactly how the new system works, so securing promotion or some of the tricks I knew before were not gonna work as well, and yeah, and I wanted. What I like, one thing I really don't like about Legendary, in battle I can't slow-mo. I know slow motion makes it's a cheat or something, but I look at it more cinematic. I just want to enjoy the game. I'm playing quite late at night and tired after work. I'm tired. It's my work lately. Until September 20th, it's also going to be pretty tight, but after September 20th, it's going to be more chill. So yeah, I just want more of a. Definitely normal is too easy for me. Easy, of course, is too easy. I could beat it on Legendary, but I need to be at the top of my game, and I'm not. I'm gonna be more at the top of my game later once I get some campaigns under my belt. But I just want to enjoy it. Hard is good enough. Yeah, 60-minute timer. Okay, let's jump in. This is Nomadic Tribes. This is Empire Divided. I will definitely play. I want to play as Palmyra. I've heard a lot of cool stuff about Palmyra from Age of Empires 2. I remember Palmyrans. And not Gallic Rome, Aurelian Rome, hard position. I would really like to play that as well. Yeah, so those 2 campaigns also. Yeah, and I also wanted to play for Emperor Augustus as Pompey's Rome. Blue legions, blue legionaries. Man, looks really cool. Yeah. And of course, I haven't played the other DLC like Rise of Sparta, Rise of the Republic. Yeah, there's cool. Here, I might actually play Rome first because they're on the underdog here, and I like playing the underdogs. Trachuna, Etruscans are pretty cool. What I don't like, they don't have Sabians as playable, but probably I can unlock it myself or something. But anyways, without further ado, enough chit chat. Empire Divided, Alani, let's conquer. Yeah, I really like the slow-mo. I have also hotkeyed the special effects like the how to skirmish and so on. I'm gonna be playing with that, but in my battles, custom battles, I've just seen that since my skirmish mode is Shift F, but F is also go to melee. Sometimes my horse archer went into melee, so I have to watch out for that. Yeah, but I always think having hotkeys and mastering them is better. I'm gonna play that once I play in Palmyra or Aurelian. Yeah.
The fearsome Alani have always desired complete dominance over the Scythian steppes. To achieve it, first you must deal with the Lastea tribe, either through alliance or subjugation. Then your swift riders can speed into Caucasia, where soldiers are weak, but coffers are full. The kingdom of Bosporo, with its trading ports and walled cities, is another tempting target for the wrath of the steppe peoples. Lands bring riches, riches bring power, and in time, the hooves of your Alani steeds will trample mighty Rome itself.
Alright, let's do this. Okay, so let's do territory. Lord of Scythia. The Alani were accustomed to a life of herding and raiding, but their power gradually grew until they came to control Scythian entirety. There are new malices called banditry that rises and squalor. So the advisor told me to march my forces here and just militarily take it over, or through what's called through subjugation, or joining into a confederation. On hard, I think the politics may work, but on legendary it's not worth it. So on legendary I would just invade them, but it's they're kind of far. I'm gonna lose turns to get there and expose myself to attack by Bosporan or by any of these three. I just have too many neighbors here. It's better to take care of these neighbors, have one neighbor Armenia, because yeah, having less neighbors is always better. So my strategy is actually to hit Gabata first. Gabata is actually a gold province region, and then take Meskheta as capital, then take this, and then we have the entire Caucasia controlled, the whole province. And after that, around that time, Bosporus almost always declares war. So go to Bosporus, and then take over Sarmatia, leave with one army here, hit back here to Este, take control of all of Scythia. If, of course, Bosporus doesn't raise anything, we're gonna hit Scythia, control Scythia first before the rest, because Samandar, we have 3 regions, but the Sarai, the province capital, we don't possess. Our capital, Samandar, is actually just a region. And so that's the plan. In terms of development, I noticed that there's a season sanitation. Squalor is provided by this wild horses, and before I erroneously built like a sanitation building in some other region, and it didn't help. It still was red. I thought the sanitation building will be over the entire province. No, you have to build a sanitation building in the same region to counter any squalor in that same region. Otherwise, if we go like to the highest third, like -3 squalor, -3 squalor is pretty bad. If you don't do anything against it, they might have a plague, and the plague can spread to other regions or settlements. I think that's how it works. And another thing I really like, this is a great update. Instead of waiting for that encyclopedia, which is actually externally linked to I think a web resource, this is actually lives on the thing on your SSD. But basically, all the information here are needed and easily. All the stats, this is much nicer. I wish Total War Attila has this update as well. So then relegate the encyclopedia to only mobile or internet access, and in game you don't need the encyclopedia in game. Yeah, this is what you need in game. And here, what's interesting, all the malices are the same: -6 public order and -5 squalor. So this line, wild horses, large herd, and royal herd, give you all the cavalry, and these two are similar. At first, it looks like royal camp gives more food, 15 versus 9, of course, but it gives less wealth, 100 versus 250. So this is definitely better for money making. But also, what's interesting, if you go with research, if you go no governance economy, this focus on husbandry upgrade +5 food from all livestock buildings. And if we see here, royal camp is from farming, not livestock. Even though they're both agriculture, that matters. That means this royal camp is not going to get that +5. It's going to stay at 15. While this recruit maker, since it's 250 wealth from livestock, is going to get +5 more food. So 9 + 5 is 14. It's basically the same as the royal camp. So I'm going to ignore this line completely and go fully this, because you get 150 more wealth and comparable food, basically. So that's that about this. All right. So then, what are our next steps? Even though I want to go for husbandry, what I need more right now is public order, because as you can see, we have -5 public order right now, and with that, +6 is going to be basically, we're going to be in the positive. And once we have more public order buildings, we're going to be even more in the positive. So so that is my priority. Military is not a priority right now, because cavalry recruit, we're gonna run out of money soon, that we can't recruit anymore. So first we're gonna go this, and then we're gonna go governance. In governance, we're gonna go royal recognition, and then promises of glory, and then we're gonna go city planning, so more growth. And after that, we're gonna go for husbandry. So kind of get the economy rolling a bit, and then go to military. Now about armies. First, we're gonna merge up. This is Defender of Api. He's a general. This is a king. So we're gonna give the king from Defender of Api this full army. And this army, we're gonna upgrade all the horses to be faster. This is very important for our skirmishers and horse archers. In terms of let's not forget this warlord. Even though it may be nice to have recruit a dignitary, because the dignitary then can reduce upkeep costs, and upkeep costs are pretty important in early game. But at the same time, leveling this guy up early will be nice. So for a bit, I'll have them military train and just level up, because that's the fastest level. The champions level up, I think, faster with military training than they do just public order in the province. Even though public order would help local populace, but I think getting some of our troops a little bit more trained in the beginning is going to be better. So that's that, and we're gonna the difference between steppe horse archers and Alani Amazonian archers is mainly in range. 150 versus 125. That's 25 more range, and that is crucial for kiting and so on. I think their speed is also faster, but everything else is comparable. They're just a bit more health, 70 versus 65. A bit more melee defense, 6 versus 19, so you can't really keep them. But these are going to be the mainstay of our armies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until we get to noble Alani Amazonian archers, and then steppe cataphract archers for most armor. Even though those will be slower. Now let's see about this general. His name is Galatas. Where is he on the politics? Okay, we have Haze Barbarians. The party is Haze Barbarians. -2 loyalty for each barbarian faction. You have a diplomatic treaty. We have a diplomatic treaty with the ESA trade agreement, I think. So that's bad. So we need to get rid of that. Actually, this trade forces me more. Not forces me, but nudges me more to fight other barbarians, especially even our own kin, because then, or at least not have any trade agreements or any. So then we can just take them over. Search for power, that's kind of bad. -10 loyalty. But it can be overtaken completely by tech, +15. But still, it's not good. Militaries, let's read it. +2 loyalty for 3 turns for each military victory. Up to 6 per turn. Up to 6 loyalty per turn? That's actually pretty good, because we're going to be fighting a lot, and we should be winning most of the time. So this is actually a really good benefit, and we might even keep him. Now, what does he have? Skills, traditionals. 1+ loyalty for each province where players' culture is dominant. That's actually not too good, because most of the cultures +1 loyalty for each province where players' culture is dominant. Let me think about this, because for each province, and the longer I think they last the whole campaign. If we have more provinces, like we can, it has no cap. This has a cap of a basically up to 6 per turn for 3 turns. This is just solid. The more provinces we get, the more loyalty rises, and we just convert the culture and we'll get to that level. I think this is better actually, because it will be slower. This guy will have +6 earlier, faster, but for late game, traditionalist is way better. They're gonna have so much loyalty, is gonna even take over that. So then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save him, have him as not as a general. He only will be a statesman. We'll have to always spread rumors about him to keep his influence low. But other than that, if he is not a general, he can't really gain influence. So we need to get rid of this guy. The military is good, but I think long-term game with a lot of provinces. Basically, this has no cap, and that's really good. So like with at basically at 6 provinces, which we'll get pretty quickly, is gonna overcome this. At 7 provinces, he's gonna have +7 loyalty, and this guy cannot go more than 6. And at some point, we're gonna run out of big battles to fight, while this will just keep growing. So Galatas has a really good benefits which we can exploit. So that means this person, Galatas, we're gonna disband you, and we're gonna raise Asanos, reinstate this legacy is fine, and he's gonna basically suicide charge into the enemy. We're landing thing there. Trade is okay. We can. So I'm gonna try to go for, I think, Scythia for defensive. No, we're not gonna do that. For a military, we need to conquer Sarmatia, Parthia, Pannonia, Judea, Asia. But Judea, Asia are all in the east. So the only west region we need, or province, is Pannonia. Most of our regions, Sarmatia, Scythia, Parthia, Judea, and Asia, are in the east. So that sort of already shows where we need to expand. I'm really not going to expand much into Western Europe. Pannonia is going to be one of the last provinces we'll take. First expansion will be west, definitely. First Caucasia, then Sarmatia. I'm going to stop in Sarmatia. Sarmatia, I'm going to leave 1 army to defend against any western attacks. And from there, I'm going to actually attack not through Armenia. One army will be here to just defend against Armenia or Sassanids. I'm going to see how Sassanids are doing against Palmyra or Lydia with Rome. And when they're weak, or when their armies are on this front, I'm going to attack from here, take over the satrapies. And basically my whole thing is, if I attack here, I can be attacked from Palmyra, Rome, from 3 directions. From here, I can only be attacked from the west. And as I capture these provinces in quick succession, not only the loyalty will rise for the political party, then we just go in one direction, always west, and a bit south here, and we're gonna probably stop at Egyptus, station an army here, or Egypt, station an army here, go no more west, and then always push west until we can join up here and strike Pannonia, and we basically have military victory. And also, we can't really make too many overtures with the Easterners, because the military victory here requires us to sack or raise Palmyra and Ctesiphon. I'm not going to raise it because I want to take it over, but we'll have to sack it to get the victory. And we have to sack 30 different settlements, so that to get that, I'm just going to keep sacking early settlements and then taking them over, but maybe early settlements just because it's public order, I'm just going to, but at the same time, it's money, so I do need the money, but I need to be aware of this, that I need to sack first and then occupy. If I always occupy, I'll never get the 30 that is needed for military victory. But yeah, so we're gonna go for military victory, and I think I did everything. We can't build anything yet. I don't want to do any more overtures because we're probably gonna fight them. If Bosporus doesn't declare on us, we're gonna fight EST next. So yeah, I'm sorry for this long intro, but let's go. I'm gonna end turn. Alright, all good. Have a little save. So now let's go. We're gonna trespass, but we're gonna attack Gabata as quickly as we can, even with the present troops, because we just don't want them to gain too many soldiers. So here, I want to deal with the squalor as quickly as possible. So we're gonna go Sacred Exposure, of course, and it gives +2 public order, +1 sanitation, so that's gonna cancel it out, and nomadic culture influence. And what's cool, at 4th level, the negative is always the same, -8, except for Sanctuary of Goitosiros. That's pretty good. So we're low on food. That's the best way to go. And plus, it's the only one of them that gives -5 banditry, so to combat banditry. But the most public order is actually Sanctuary of Papayos. 16 public order per turn. That's really good. And plus 20% wealth from agriculture, that's good. It's off percentage. That's actually better than I think overall than a flat amount. And edict's really good. +6 public order from taxes. So if you really have public order issues, this is the way to go. But Sanctuary of Agrimpasa has the most wealth, just straight up 400 wealth. That's really good from agriculture. And it has a Breaded Games edict, which is +15% generated by agricultural buildings, all buildings. So but you have to enact the edict for that. So these two are definitely going to be my bread and butter. Sanctuary of Tabidi, not really interesting. I don't know, it's like it doesn't give much of anything from entertainment, but this gives more from food, and it has modifiers for livestock. This one is good, Sanctuary of Api. If anything, Sanctuary of Api has the highest +8 nomadic cultural influence, while like Papayos, it has +5 nomadic cultural influence. It's kind of in the middle. It's very balanced. This has only 2 cultural influence, so this is kind of important given our party, because if you want to quickly as quickly as possible turn the province to dominant culture. So this makes sense, and it has 16 wealth from all sources. That's actually a bit better than Bread and Games from all sources. And tribute collection tax, again, +6% tax rate. I'm really thinking to, in the beginning, put all of these, but also maybe one of this for public order. And once it's all cultural the same, then convert that to Agrimpasa for just pure, for more wealth from livestock. And I think Kurganfield, I think you can only have one of them in your empire, and but it's good because it's +2 influence per turn for your political party. And I'm probably gonna put it in my capital, Samandar, or yeah. Interesting. Can I move capital? Because I would rather move my capital from Samandar to Sarai, because Sarai is pretty far away. Another interesting thing, Sarai in Turkic language, it means capital or palace, and like I grew up more Russian speaking, and in Russian, Sarai has a really negative connotation. It means Saraichik, Sarai. It means like a small little shed that you keep your garage or car in, which is, I really don't like that. It shows that chauvinism, that racism, that diminutive, trying to diminutize, to actually make it small Turkic or words for something actually grand and beautiful. And that's it was a lot of words. The Russians and other colonial powers, they take a native word and apply it to something opposite. Instead of a palace, it's a little shed. Yeah, I really don't like that. Okay, and then there's Aktau. Aktau is actually, I think, Aktubinks now. Aktau in Turkic means white mountain. So that's actually a historic Scythian burial site. I'm not sure about Ahur. I need to find out more about that. Anyways, household expense, portable loom. That's pretty good, but I would rather have something with agriculture. Quartermaster report, that's fine. We've built our no, we haven't built our building. I've been talking too much. Okay, that's good. That's good. Governance, we want to have the public order, all provinces, just we have to have that in 7 turns. Is going to be such a difference maker. Next turn I have to make sure that I don't put on raiding, I put on normal, because sometimes I mess up and lose a turn. And we can't lose any turns. Okay, that's good here. I think we've done it. Let's end turn. I need to get some more agents. Because they don't cost any upkeep, I don't think.
No warrior likes standing alone in battle.
They're reliable.
Should we not be sword brothers and watch for each other?
Confederation with them will take too long. I would rather take them over. So I'm gonna say, unless their confederation is high and I can't really pay them much. Well, I can't pay them at anything. I'd rather. Can they pay me? I demand payment. It doesn't have to be so big. I can't. No, they're not gonna pay me. 100. No. No, I don't want a non-aggression pact with them. That'll put me on a long and iffy confederation path, which will take a while. I will need control of this province as soon as possible. So nope. Okay, Gauss leveled. So see, that's really good. Gauss was our little agent here. So even in 1 turn, look how fast he leveled, and that's gonna happen regardless. I'm gonna make him drill sergeant, even though gross per turn, public order in province deployed. That might be good for new conquered provinces to just station him there. At the same time, I don't think champions can. I think champions can assassinate, trap. What's that? Reduces an enemy's agent's movement range, but only agent, not the army. I would rather have an army. I think that's only spies can do. Commit arson that's attacking a settlement to single building. Campaign map movement range for a parent army. That's pretty good. But -2 per morale for all units of parent army, that's not good. Sadistic. Heroic. Frenzied. Frenzy. Really, I think their best thing is being training troops and killing spies. But spies provision attack, destroying armies like that, stalling them, is really like having an army there. And with spies or with the priests converting or persuading other units or spies and agents to join you, it's such a, because I think I don't know if they have the cap, but going over cap with agents is basically having an army, because you can't have armies everywhere. Really, agent spam and converting other agents beyond your cap is the way to go on any difficulty, especially legendary. All right, so then let's go with a drill sergeant for him. Stance none. Move this guy here. He's gonna die. Declare war. Didn't have any allies. They're nice with
war, my friend, is like wine. Taken in excess, it leads to madness and death. I wish you both.
Alright. Alright. Well, they don't really have much soldiers at all. Okay. We could auto-resolve this, but I need to actually attack because I need to get rid of this guy. Yeah. Basically to make Galatas leader of the rival opposing political party. And, I need to look at my general. I think he has shrewd wife, which can make his -2 authority. Ideally, I would like to get that authority to at least from 1 to 3, so then he doesn't have -50 miles of his range but only affects in battle, and we don't really need the range of his rally that much in the beginning. So I would rather go with my general to cunning. So then the higher cunning he has, at least 5, then I can start spreading rumors about Galatas and keeping his influence low. Okay, start deployment. Okay, so we need to kind of wait for the. Let's not engage yet. Oh, that's control 1. So see, I have a shift F. But when I do Shift F, it does the melee. So then I have to do F again to get rid of the melee. Otherwise, they go suicidal in the melee. So I have to be careful. Whenever I do Shift F, it toggles on the melee. So let's do that. The skirmishers are gonna be, I think, going from the right through the forest. So then they kind of can surprise them maybe. These will go from the right. Melee will go here, and the lancers are gonna be here. Also, another thing, half of my army is gonna be Alani Amazonian archers or horse archers, around 10 of them. I want 4 light or medium melee cavalry and 4 lancers, so 8 melee, but not all lancers. Why? Because these guys have higher melee defense, as you can see, 40, while these guys have pretty low melee defense, length 16. So you don't want to leave lancers fighting in melee. Charge, get out, but they can't get out on their own. That's why they need another melee cavalry just to hold them down while these wheel out. Once they're wheel out, these can also wheel out. They charge, then they charge. So it's like a cyclical charge, but these are like sponges to allow the lancers to get out. All right. So the general's there. We're gonna at first actually wait for our reinforcements.
Your units have a range of abilities that can be.
Okay, good. Okay, now this guy. He's the person we want. We're around fast. He's the one we want to have to die, basically. But we're gonna attack. Once he attacks, we're gonna attack with these guys. So we're gonna be a concentrated attack. All right. So he is he's active. Let's get him over there. These guys over here. These guys over here. These in the middle over here. Okay, go from here and then go into these slingers, but like more from here. You attack from that side.
Our hidden units have been discovered.
Go there, and he has Trample, he has Inspire. Who did he see? He didn't see anybody. You attack from behind here.
We have discovered the enemy's hidden units.
Who is this? Slingers.
Kill you. Royal Lancers.
Hurt them as much as you can. You hurt them from here. Melee come around here. Come on, hit them. No, just a 10 shot. 10 shots, fine. Now he is doing his job. He's keeping them occupied. Nobles, oh, they're good, doing good.
Our general has fallen.
Oh, that's good. That's what I want to hear. That's a bad general. Come on. Are they hitting? Are they using there? Nice. Are they throwing? Yeah, they are finally.
The enemy general is dead.
Perfect. What are these slingers? Nice, 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 nice. I want them to get rid of their... Oh, get out. Who was this javelin? Oh my goodness, that was not good on me. That was too many. Go, go, go. Hillman. That was unacceptable. That's too many. Too many dead. I want them to use their... ammunition as much as possible. Okay.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Slingers. Okay.
Our general is under attack.
General, we cannot let him die. Draco. Who is this? Instant infantry. Yeah, just keep shooting at them, but don't go to the end of the map. Actually, turn off this because we're gonna.
Riders ready.
We could have used more of our ammunition before engaging in melee. That probably would have been better. Keep charging. Keep shooting.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
That's good. Okay. All right. Let's end battle. That's too many people I've lost. Too many. I should have kited more, used up all their ammunition and then only went. Because that's basically free DPS I did not use. Okay, got rid of the political force. Asanos is dead. We kinda need to sack it for money and then get it. And then occupy it. Arden's gone. Can we build anything here? Not really, but Arden Seed has a gold province, no? Gold mine, yes. How can I see it otherwise? I think. Daher is fighting Sakastan, huh? Saka. Armenia, Sassanids, so basically all of the east. It'll be nice to have a confederation with them, if anybody. This army alone will not be able to take this without siege weapons or infantry. I'm not against using infantry. So I'm thinking actually to raid another army. This can repair by itself. This money that we got, I think, is better spent on an army of all infantry. Maybe some foot archers come up here and together take it. And we need the infantry army, cheap infantry army, because they're only like cost like let me see. We can recruit there, but only like they cost like only 60 upkeep, very very low. That's perfect for a supporting a siege army with the cavalry army, and for leaving them in recently conquered provinces for public order. Yeah. So that's that. So we got minus 31. Autumn. Oh, autumn. What does it do? It's public order per turn. Oh, so there's effects like that. Okay. So now let's get Promise of Glory. Click public, and that'll stop this. And this +2 that'll stop it. Okay. Let's make another army. Let's first check the leader's traditionalists. That's good. Of course, we got a minus 30 miles if the leader died in battle, but now they won't be die in battle, so that's good. Hates barbarians, that's not good. Alright, characters. We have our Nicanor. We want to improve relations, secure promotion, leisure time, spread rumors. But see, requires 2 more cunning than the target's zeal. Our cunning right now is 3, and this guy's zeal is 3. 3 plus 2, 5. So we have to have at least 5 cunning to overcome him, unless his zeal increases. We shouldn't get him married because that'll increase his thing. 6 spouse, plus 5 gravitas for spouse, plus 2 gravitas per turn. That's not good. We should keep him unmarried. Yeah. What can she do? Can secure promotion. We can hire a politician to join, probably they'll join Black Horse Clan, but then we can adopt them into our family. We need more people on our side. At the same time, we can make Laimel in both. We can make the queen into a general of the Alani, because the other ones are all Black Horse, and the daughter. Yeah. So I have a half a mind to make, because then they'll be in our party, and I don't think, hopefully not the generals or family members cannot revolt. I hope so. So then I think I'm gonna create, so the queen will go with the king together. She's gonna be a supporting army, and the queen and Mayosara, the daughter, will start a new army later on. Yeah. Let me get Laimel. That's she can do secure promotion. She can do send embassy, send a pledge to promise to help them with their basic necessities. More gravitas, loyalty from other parties. Organize games. Order. That might be good for new things. I'm gonna do a favor. Okay, it's 3-3. 3-3-4. More zeal. Yeah. But she has a shrewish wife, -2 authority. That's not pretty good. Healer +2. That's pretty good. Yeah, let's make her into a general. Reinstate legacy. Horses, cataphracts, or archers? I think horses are a bit better. They have more melee defense. Archers will do more damage, but he's slow. Yeah, Alani horses. Do upgrade and step warband. It looks like we have no foot archers, but at the same time these don't. No, they cost higher for some reason. 80, 97, 76. Interesting. These cost 350. These cost 440. Can't do more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that'll be 76 times 4. About. Oof. But even these 4 will be helpful to take this.
I am ready. I live to serve my people.
Oh, that's cool. She's a. So now. Wait, why don't they show up on us, our party? That's kind of weird. General, okay. Make her general also. So then we more of our family members and less of the other generals are, because I think only generals can turn against the family. So let's just stay here in one turn. We can't do anything, so let's just. Well, how long does it take for them to repair? Not available for it may not give you all its benefit. It may even have to convert to one of your own buildings. Got it. Okay. Alright, let's end turn. Oh, Nicanor leveled up. That's our general. We're gonna call this army the Royal Orda. And these will be Royal Orda support. And then will be the first Orda support, and so on. So they always be together. Okay. Yeah, his thing. So he has Zeal, Nibbles, Inspire, Public Order, Prolocal Province. That's Navy. This is pretty good, but that's for province holder, for a governor. Melee attacker. That's pretty good, especially this. Plus more shots per minute. But I think we're good at killing for now. Strategist gives cunning. I would have liked to go here for more authority, but looks like strategist is better, and this is better for going for this. Strategist, get all three for cunning. These are all authority. Okay, we need more cunning. Covered expert mercenary recruiter, skilled logistician. That's actually really good with this. We get replenishment and more ammunition, and we need horse archers, so that's good. Artillery, not so good. Here, marching instructor. For cavalry recruits, that's pretty good. Cavalry commander. So like these three. Yeah. This is good upkeep. That's not so. So like really these. That's what I'm looking for. So, but right now we need a campaign movement range. That will be good, and we need to get cunning. Oh, 5. He already has 4. So one more of this, and we can start spreading rumors. Okay. Let's end turn. It's almost an hour. I think I want to take Msheta in the next turn. With 4 more units, which should be enough. If
no warrior likes standing alone in battle. Should we not be sword brothers and watch for each other?
I'm actually okay with that, because even though they have all of Khorasmi, they're fighting these guys. I'm okay with having them confederated. But the problem is, if they're not confederating for a while, they take some regions here. But it's going to be a while until they can... Yeah, it's good so that we can confederate. I don't like confederating. Because we're going to change the name. It's going to be like Horde of the Steppe or something. I want to keep the Alani name. You just fight everybody. And then when I back, it will be counted as the other policy will not like us. Let's just not do it. Construction complete. Some of our troubled populace, Caucasia. Okay. Quartermaster report. Oh man, we're making so little money now. So that helps. Can we repair it? We're gonna lose all the money doing that. No, let's declare war. They don't have anybody with them. Yeah. Okay. Continue siege. And no, I don't think you can finish your wine. Get here. I think we just... Get over here. Minus... It's good. So then next turn we'll be able to take this. With the infantry. Whoa, that was a little weird. Slow down. Yeah. I think with the next turn we can take it. Yeah. It's kind of slow because these guys probably gonna declare war on me, but then we need to get here and then over there. Okay. Making so little money, it's unbelievable. And why do they cost more? I thought they were plus 67, the upkeep has risen. Okay, and let's end turn. And then they'll be hurt a bit to the defenders in the city. Peace
I will
treaty.
speak the hardest word for a warrior.
Nope. I'm gonna take you over. Alone? Well, are they selling out? That's even better. Let's fight this. I think they're selling out because they know if they stay one more turn, they're gonna start taking attrition. So then, those infantry army can just stay there and keep that province not sedated, but you know. Okay, they're definitely sallied out. All right, I think it's already an hour. I'm gonna save that for the next playthrough, the next episode. But I'm gonna definitely play it. Yeah. All right. See you in the next battle of Miss Hetta. They're sallying out.